Hello guys, how are you? My name is Anderson Kalume, a student from Nairobi Technical Training Institute pursuing a diploma in environmental science and technology. Uh, we are going to look at environmental analytical techniques whereby we're going to tackle environmental samples and sampling techniques. Before we tackle that, or before we look at what is environmental samples and sampling techniques, we should first know what is sample. What is a sample and what is sampling? Now, a sample refers to a small manageable version of a large group. What do we mean? I mean a small portion of a large group of population. That is, let's say for example, you want to know the characteristics of water in the Indian Ocean. It is impossible for you to have all that water from Indian Ocean to make the statistical inferences to get the composition or the characteristics of that water. What you need to do is you obtain a small portion of that water. I mean few milliliters or even few liters or few milliliters if possible. Now that few liters or milliliters, that's what we call sample. It will represent what is in, that is the composition of that water in the Indian Ocean. It is also a subset containing the characteristics of a large population. Samples are used in statistical testing when population sizes are too large for the test to include all possible members or observation. A sample should represent the population as a whole and not reflect any bias toward a specific attribute. Now, what is a population then? I've been talking about population, a small portion of the large population. What is a population then? A population is that the total number of individual animals, items, observation, or even data of any given subject. It is a portion, part, or a fraction of the whole group and act as a subset of the population. So, for example, in the context of water, what will be the population is the whole ocean. That will be the population, the whole ocean. That will be the population. Now, a sample will be that 5 liters or few milliliters that will have been collected in that ocean or in that population. Or, for example, if you want to know the characteristics of soil in a certain area, that certain area will now be the population, and the few grams of soil that will have collected in that particular area will now be the sample.